Fortnite Season 2 is nearly over and you're still not in Unreal? Today I'll be going through the most underrated tips to help you rank up fast. Before we jump into the video, please consider subscribing as less than 4% of you guys watching this video are subscribed. With that being said, let's jump into the first reason you aren't improving in Fortnite and how you can rank up fast to reach Unreal. The first reason is a lack of strategy. Most players only really focus on their mechanics in Fortnite, which is great to have flashy mechanics, but a lot of people do this rather than developing a solid strategic understanding of the game. What I mean by this is that there's so many players, including myself, with good or even insane building and editing mechanics in the game, but when it comes to combat and strategy, they just can't do it. Although it's great to have flashy mechanics like this, you need to be equaling out your skills across all aspects of the game. So spending time practicing everything in the game, such as building, editing, aiming, and definitely not forgetting realistic practice, such as realistic Zone Wars maps to improve your game sense and knowledge. This leads us on to the next reason why you're not improving in Fortnite, and it's ineffective practice. I always see people jumping into creative and free building for about 10 minutes and then jumping straight into games. You want to be spending a solid amount of time practicing all aspects of the game like I mentioned before, so you're ready and knowledgeable on everything before you jump into some games of Fortnite or even ranked. Practicing lots before you go into actual games of Fortnite is not only good to help you improve at the game, but also helps you to warm up before you actually get into real games in Fortnite. Almost no one talks about this, but it's tunnel vision. If you don't know what tunnel vision is, I'm going to explain it. Basically what it is when you're so focused on one thing, for example getting an elimination, that you completely forget about everything else and end up getting eliminated to something stupid like the storm. You want to focus on your surroundings during the game, like your health, weapons, ammo, the zone, and the players around you, rather than just focusing on one thing. This does take a fair bit of time to learn, but once you're much more aware of everything that's going on in the game, you'll play so much better and you'll improve really fast. While we're on the topic of tunnel vision, this leads us on to the next reason why you're not improving in Fortnite. A lot of the time, people will focus way too much on getting good loot, so they don't even know how to fight if they've got a typically bad inventory of loot, meaning most of the time they'll die if they have bad loot. Learning to fight players confidently with any loot in your inventory is so important. You can practice this in realistic maps, so you have a random loadout each time you go to fight players. You can also work on this by trying to fight as many people as you can off spawn, where you've got little to no loot at all, and you'll have different loot each time. The next reason is failure to adapt to the game. Fortnite is constantly having new updates, releasing new weapons and items that change the game and the metas all the time. A lot of the time, players won't even test and practice out the new weapons and items when they're released, so they won't even know how to use or play against players who are using them. A great way to practice and learn with the new weapons and items is by going into pubs or even loading yourself into a bot lobby and practicing with these new weapons and items, or even if they're released into creative, you can jump into that and practice against your friends with them. This next reason is extremely important for improving. You'd be lying if you've never raged even just a little bit while playing Fortnite. Tilt, frustration, and even absolutely destroying your gaming setup can get in the way of you while you're trying to play Fortnite. But learning to control your rage when playing is key to improve. If you're getting annoyed at the game, just take a little break or even just play a creative map until you've calmed down and are back to your normal skill level. In most cases, you won't play that well when you're annoyed at the game. The next reason you're not improving is because you haven't liked or subscribed yet. Nah, I'm only playing with you guys. But if you are enjoying this video so far, it would be greatly appreciated if you guys could like and subscribe, or even leave a comment on your favorite part of this video. Now let's get back to the actual video so you can improve in Fortnite. Now the next reason is poor decision making in Fortnite. Decision making in Fortnite is super crucial. Whether it's deciding when to take fights, when to rotate across or to the new zone, or even when to play aggressive versus playing passively. Making poor decisions can lead to unnecessary and annoying deaths in Fortnite and can even stop you from improving. You want to make sure you're properly thinking about what you're doing in game and the decisions that you're about to make. A great way to help this is trying to think of the outcome of what you're about to do, because it's really important as it might change the way that you play the game and how the rest of the game ends up for you. This tip is really important. A massive reason that you're not improving at Fortnite is that you're trying your own techniques and ways to improve at the game. Although this is great to experiment to try and find how to improve at the game in your own way, it's also really important to watch and learn from other players. More specifically, watching pro players play the game is a great way to develop your mechanics and game sense while playing Fortnite. Some top pros right now that you should definitely be watching include Peterbot, Mariscal, Cooper, Epic Whale, and the list could go on forever and ever. But by watching watching these pro players, you'll be able to learn from their techniques and skills to apply that into your own gameplay, and once you practice what they are doing in their games, you'll be able to replicate it in your own gameplay and end up getting really good at the game. So make sure you're watching these pro players as much as possible so you can learn from them and apply that into your own gameplay. Something that not many people do is have a good warm-up routine. Most players do have a warm-up routine of sorts, but you need to be prioritizing having a good warm-up routine so that you're not only warmed up to play Fortnite, but it will also help you improve at a super fast rate. Setting a good warm-up routine that you, your duo, your trio, or even your squad do every single day before going into games of Fortnite is super important. There are so many videos on YouTube showing you the best sort of warm-up routine, or you could try and create your own one, but definitely be doing a good warm-up routine for a solid amount of time before actually going into playing real games in Fortnite. Trust me, just after a few days to a few weeks of practicing with your warm-up routine every single day, you'll improve so fast, play so much better, and you'll also gain a lot of confidence to fight against other players. Many people don't think about this when trying to improve in Fortnite, but it's such an important factor to take into consideration when playing. This is finding optimal keybinds for yourself to play on Fortnite. This can include both optimal keybinds for keyboard and mouse players and controller players. You might be used to the keybinds that you're currently playing on, but they might just not be the right settings for you to improve at the game. To find the best keybinds for yourself, you can either experiment with new keybinds or even just searching up optimal keybinds for whatever you play on. There are so many tutorials and videos on YouTube that you can watch to help you find the best settings for yourself. I guarantee once you've found the right keybinds for yourself, you'll become a Fortnite ranked pro in no time. Similar to the previous tip, I'll be talking about sensitivity. Once again, it's a major key into why you might not be improving and ranking up fast in Fortnite. Your sensitivity in Fortnite might be completely wrong and not suited for you. Now, sensitivity does take a lot of time to get used to, but you might be playing on a really bad sensitivity already. You could either be playing on too high or too low of a sensitivity. Once you've tested out different sensitivities, you'll eventually get used to them and learn to improve around them quite fast. It's just a matter of time, but you'll definitely find the right sensitivity for yourself. You can mess around in creative maps until you've got your sensitivity right, and then you can jump into ranked games. Many of you watching this video right now probably don't like playing solo ranked. That's okay, because I don't really enjoy playing it myself. Playing with teammates is always a much more enjoyable experience, especially if you're playing with someone who's good at the game. It's super important to find a duo, trio, or squad to play with who are all good at the game and play well together. Playing with good players will also help you to play a lot more confidently and all around make you a better player, which will help you improve at the game and help you reach Unreal. Now, these players that you're playing with don't have to be absolute pros and insanely good at the game, but as long as they've got good game sense and understand how the gameplay works, you'll be fine.